Hey guys, and welcome back. Today we're making a pork kebab, aka the meat tornado. I really suggest you to stay tuned because it's going to be exciting. Here I have a stunning pork shoulder. So first of all, we need to get rid of that bone. Trust me, this is not hard as it sounds. Make the blade work for you just between the meat and the bones, just like so. The trick here is to stay on the bone as much as possible and carefully drag the knife just around the meat. And for the love of God, do not discard those bones, because you can use them to make a fantastic stock. Then let's get rid of the excess fat, and we will end up with a beautiful piece of meat. Now let's split it in half, because we're going to make two separate kebabs. So I'll cook one and freeze the other one so that I can use it for another occasion. And as you can see, this meat is very fat and it's going to be just perfect for our purpose. Now let's take a half and cut it into tiny steaks, the thinner the better. I want to have a nice and even kebab, and that's why all the slices should be the same size. The next step is to build a meat tower, so let's pile up the meat and season it with your favorite rub. I made my rub with some salt, pepper, paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, dry thyme, mirin, oregano, sage and some chili flakes. Now it's time to get that meat on a stick and press it well in order to have a nice and even shape. I actually got my stick from a bay leaf tree, and I believe that it is going to be just perfect for this recipe. My dear friends, I have a surprise for you. Cow fat, which is the membranous fat that surrounds the digestive organs of pigs, cows and sheep, in this case pig. And because it's an animal fat, cow fat withstands high temperatures. During cooking, the cow fat slowly renders out, basting the meat with fat, keeping it from drying out and adding an extra layer of richness. Let's wrap the meat in that fat, and that will also help us to keep a nice and even shape. Right after that, I suggest you to tie the whole thing up with some butcher's twine. Wrap everything in some cling film, then put the kebab in the fridge for a couple of hours so that the meat can firm up. I made the kebab a day before. Tomorrow I am meeting some friends and we're going to throw this bad boy on the grill. The next day we went by the river, where I immediately started making my famous flatbread. If you're familiar with my videos, you may know that I love this bread, and the recipe is very easy. You just need to combine the listed ingredients and let it rise for at least an hour. The next step is to set a nice fire. For this cookout, it is important to have a lot of hot coals before we can start grilling. But now that the meat is on the grill, I will let you enjoy the show. We all know that meat is great, but in order for our sandwich to be complete, we are going to need also some vegetables. So let's slice some iceberg salad, a few cucumbers and tomatoes. And right after that we're making a sauce, and for that we will need some yogurt. And then let's chop some chives and parsley. Then we need to balance the sauce, and that's why we're adding some salt and sugar. And add in as much garlic as you want. I like to add also some olive oil, vinegar and sweet chili sauce. Now we just need to combine the ingredients and the sauce is done. In the meantime, the bread rised, so we can take a piece of dough, flatten it up with our hands and throw it on a preheated grill. Now be careful because the whole baking process is very fast and it will take less than 2 minutes. It's very simple, the bread is ready when the color is right. If done correctly, the exterior part is going to be crunchy and the inside super soft. This bread is just so good, so simple to make, and everyone loves it. And you don't need the fire or an oven to make it, because it can be done in your home kitchen in a regular pan. And right after the bread, I present you the meat tornado. No words are needed to describe what's going on. The crust is just amazing, the bark is beautiful, the color is phenomenal, and the fat kept all of the juices and flavors. The aroma that is coming out of this thing is just incredible, and I'm so sorry that you guys can have a taste of it. So there we go, we are finally ready, and now it's time to make the sandwich. And we will start with the veggies, because remember, no sandwich is complete without them. Then let's cover the whole thing up with the yogurt sauce. Up next, the meat, and why not, some more yogurt sauce. Honestly, that is the best pork kebab I have ever tasted in my life, and I can assure you that that cow fat really did the trick. Outdoor eaters, that will be it for today. I hope that you enjoyed this video as much as I did. As always, thanks for watching and see you soon.